All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in Jesus' name, even if you are not religious. I still do pray you and your family are super blessed, as Bitcoin right now is at a very key level. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. And as usual, if we can get 1,000 likes in half an hour, we will be giving away $1,000. Wow, what a cool thing. Who wouldn't want $1,000? Put a 2 in the chat if you like $1,000. Shout out to IPP Crypto. Much love to you, my man. Shout out to Pope J Dollar and Black Swan. Shout out to A-Tiff, Sajad the Rider, and Keith M. Jeffs. 100% say pullback. I think that was a little bit off. Shout out to my man Joe Potter. Shout out to my man HFG. Shout out to my man Tony Punch Aether Media 22. Shout out to Yom To Ongo. The man, the myth, the legend is back. And shout out to Board PC Guy. Political news plus 102. I feel like we'll get a good half-hour price honeymoon, and then it'll settle at 77,000. Oh my goodness! Major shout out to Moonshine over at the AMTV live stream, baby. Major shout out to T. Major shout out to Crypto Incognito and Sandy Man 100 looking to head short if we see bear divs. Shout out to Paul Hallelujah. Theta, man, we gotta take a look at Theta. Theta, if you know what I'm saying. All right. Shout out to Flavor. Happy J6 to all who celebrate. If you guys celebrate J6, happy J6. Look at that. It is January 6th. Should we be looking for a short? Well, I mean, look, we're going to get into it, all right? We're going to get into it. Major shout out to Crypto Pump It in the house. God bless you, bro. Hope you had a great New Year's and Christmas and all that stuff. Happy shout out to Ha-Ree. And why are alts getting duked? We'll take a look at some of these alts as well during the stream. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. Shout out to K Diggity. Is it true that Justine Trudeau did retire? Or got kicked out or something? Is that true, Justine? Justine Trudeau is no longer in Canada. Is that true? Honestly, is she the first women's, whatever they're called over there, the Prime Minister? The Prime Minister. The Prime Servant of Canada. She's out? Is that true? She's out? Shout out to Pope J Dollar. Shout out to Voice. And do I agree with CF in his price projection? He's a smart guy. I don't know. Are you talking about, what are you talking? I don't know what price point you're talking about, all right? I don't know what price point you're talking about. She did step down. Okay, she stepped down. She stepped down. Shout out to Crypto Crank. Shout out to Lars. Shout out to Pandemic Gaming Community. Pump, baby. Cool. The most deadliest day in world history, J6. Yeah, it was a crazy one, man. I'll tell you. Okay, all right. Got to give a major shout out, first of all, guys, to BLOFIN. 10% cash back on BLOFIN right now until January 23rd. So if you deposit $1,000, you get 100 back plus $1,000 future bonus plus a chance to win all these juicy prizes. Also, JasonCasperTrading.com to join the Casper Crew community where we give trade setups in advance, like this one here, the one we gave from $92,000, the one that is currently still open here, up $11,000 in profit, $4,000 realized, $11,000 unrealized, all right, as the Bitcoin price is pumping. And I did add a little bit to the trade here, you know, because I was long from the bottom, but now added a little bit. Also, guys, I am trading on MEXC, best deal on fees. If you can KYC, if you can't KYC, well, BLOFIN is the way to be. BLOFIN is the way to be if you cannot KYC. All right. Yeah. Didn't 1,000 people get squirted on this day? Shout out to people posting their dang Bitcoin addresses in the chat. Hold off on that, please. All right. Shout out to Bitcoin Slut 1. Yo, Jason, love you. Happy January 6th to all Americans. Shout out to Alamak Faux Shizzle. I like the dang stream every time a boss made boss mode. Where's the stop loss? There's never a stop loss. Straight to the moon, baby. All right, we might get a pump straight to the moon. Let's head on over to the Bitcoin chart, guys, and let's talk about what has happened here. All right, very interesting stuff. The 6-minute giving us a juicy trigger wave. I do think this short trade is going to get stopped out. I have already locked in a take profit uno on this. Actually, a pretty significant take profit on this. I had a pretty good entry here, guys. I had a really good entry on this one. So I went in a little hefty with the position size, but I did take a loss today. Actually, I took a loss today as well. So I'm in profit for the day, a little bit less than 3,000 on the shorts side. On the long side, I hit a take profit at $100,000. So locked in another 1,000. So I'm up about 4K in 24 hours trading the old Bitcoin only. You know, 4K a day keeps the 9 to 5 at bay. At least that's what they say. So let's get into the chart here and talk about what's happening. We are coming up to a big box of resistance right here. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. Boom! Wow. Okay, what we got here, guys, is we got the range. All right, this is the range from January, aka November 11th, where Bitcoin pumped after the Trump election, and we are now forming this kind of range here. We've been here for quite some time, a few months, and here's why this is so important right now. All right. Technically speaking, if we want to get technical here on the daily time frame, we did start to form a bit of a bearish market structure. We made a high, we made a low, which was lower than this low. Then we made a lower high, then we made a lower low, which was lower than this low. All right, what does that mean? That means potentially entering into a downtrend. Now we're getting our first retracement. Very important. Why so important? Well, because we are coming up to, right now, the two sisters of decision. Pull our Fibonacci from the high that we made here on Thursday, December 17th, 2024, to the low that we made down here on Monday, December 30th, 2024, and we are coming up to the Fibonacci Golden Pocket and the 786. That's right, the 618 Fibonacci, 6 Juanita, and her older sister, the 786 Fibonacci. The two girls who never dated me in high school because I was always either in the friend zone or this one wasn't even into dudes like that, all right? Because she had that deep voice and that facial hair. All right, I don't even know why I tried to ask this girl out, but when you're desperate, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to go down my love life road here, but we are coming up to the two sisters of decision here, guys. There's two things we need to be aware of, and that's this. First of all, the green box of decision, where we have our two Fibonacci sisters, all right? The two Fibonacci sisters, baby. And shout out to J-Boy Bullish, and shout out to Joe Potter, and shout out to Rocky Balboa. If we, here's what we need to be aware of. Value area high. First of all, value area high of the range at $100,900. If we hold above the value area high, that is quite bullish, and it's very probable that we actually make a new higher high. But if we reject from the green box, we're probably going to come back down inside the value area. So this literally is a make it or break it decision for Bitcoin. All right, this is make it or break it, all right? Now, I'm not trying to be sensational up in here, but things are getting sensational up in here, baby, because this really is a make it or break it level, okay? This really is a make it or break it level. So what is going to happen here is yet to be seen, but I want to start on the weekly market Cipher B. We're going to do some top-down analysis. Here's the deal. We had a confirmed bear div at this high, which is quite bearish, and you can see, depending on what happens this week, will determine whether or not we actually print a green dot on the weekly, or we actually just see these waves continue to come to the downside, right? Now I want to go to our 3-day, because this gets me as giddy as a dang schoolgirl, all right? Like 7860 herself, or as giddy as myself when I majored in trans, non-carbon, binary emission, gender slate. In fact, there's a rumor out there that 7860 is actually a picture of me from college. Do you see a resemblance at all? They say we have the same glasses and the same eyes and the same lips and the same mustache. I don't know. But look at the 3-day here. All right, I want to just talk about this 3-day. When you see something like this on Market Cipher, you can't help but get excited. And the reason why is because let's just take a look historically when we printed and confirmed signals like this. We'll go to the 2-week. All right, look at this. When you see this, where you're printing a green dot above the zero line as the money flow is thickening, all right? Look at what happened last time. That, oh my goodness, a big break out of the range and a big move to the upside about from the time we confirmed that dot. 71%. Whew. Now, the time before that, we had our 4-day signal back last January. I'll never forget this because I was actually traveling the country in a motorhome with my family, trading Bitcoin, sleeping in a motorhome. It was an interesting time, but look at this, the 4-day, guys. Money flow getting thicker. After some bearish, we had a little bit of bearishness here. Money flow getting thicker, and boom, we ended up with a massive move to the upside here about, let's go ahead and pull out our measuring tool, 78%. Now, look at this, guys. All right, now we've got it again on the 3-day. Same kind of thing. All right, we had a little bit of bearishness here. Look at that, looking juicy. So I'm not saying we're going to get a 78% move to the upside, right? But if we did, that's going to take us up to A $170,000. Oh man. Oh, all my dreams about to come true, baby. When I bought Bitcoin back in the day at $600, and I told my wife, don't worry, it's going up to 170K. All right, I can see it right now. The 3-day market Cipher B is going to give us that big, juicy green dots. All right, so look, this could actually be a big pump to the upside here. It could really be a big pump. And we could come up to, I'd say the next major target is obviously going to be right around $120,000. But first, we got to get through the two sisters of frustration. I call them frustration because I spent my whole life trying to acquire a girlfriend or love of sorts. And every time it's led to this rejection here. You can see this is a graph of my emotions. Just the purple candles coming down like an inverse erection. Bam! Okay? Now, we also understand that when we do get rejected in high school by all girls, it's usually because, well, we're too nerdy, right? We're too nice, holding the door. Girls aren't into that. Girls don't like nice guys. They're like jerks, man. You know? Like those jerks that treat them poorly. Like Sam Bankman-Fried. What a huge jerk. Now, 6 Juanita, she was into Sam Bankman-Fried. He was a huge jerk. She wanted a man who could influence governments with his stolen money, and a man who did methamphetamines in the Bahamas. A man with uneven man boobs. All right, look, yeah, I don't know why, man, but you girls be into some weird stuff. I see you out there looking for those uneven man boobies. Okay, the left side nice and big, in charge, rich, full of money that he stole, full of meth. The right side, he keeps it business on the right, party on the left, baby. All right, he's got a man boob mullet, baby. Business on the right, party on the left. Okay, now I do want to point out something here. The upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, colloquially and medically known as a bearish divergence, actually is not here right now, which gives me bullish hope. Now, I know I was bearish, guys. I know I told you I was expecting a pullback. I know that I was open for a pullback down potentially to $73,000. But look, we take it level to level here. And right now, things are not looking bearish as we're coming to this resistance. I got to be honest, things look more bullish than bearish. We got the weekly, we got the 3-day, we got the daily, we got the 4-hour. We don't see Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs. In fact, it looks now like whoever's man boobs these are, they're definitely not Sam Bankman-Fried's, because the left one is smaller than the right one. We got mirror mode Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, he looked at himself in the mirror in prison and thought, you know what, I got to make a change, baby. You know, I've only been doing decline dumbbell presses on the left side at the gym and eating a caloric surplus. I gotta switch it up, man. I gotta work that right pec too. You know, I gotta get my life back in balance, he said. Now, he went a little too far here, because look at this. It's a big momentum wave here, much bigger than the left ones. Sheesh. But my point here is, as we're coming up, we're not really seeing any bearish divergences here. We're actually seeing bullish signs as we're at resistance, which makes me feel like, yeah, that big push is possible. So our next major resistance, if we can reclaim 102-ish, is going to be 104. 104 is going to be super important, guys. Okay, super important. Now, I know we've got some bullish fundamental news coming out. How do I know this? I heard rumors on the internet. Okay, but look, we do have some bullish government news or whatever coming out. That $104,000 level, if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a very key level of weekly resistance right here. All right, very key level of weekly resistance right here, 104.5. All right, which is actually my next, hang on one second here, let me close out this, is my next take profits, as you can see on this trade. All right, my next take profits are right around that area, as we can see on the trade. And so this is the next major zone where we do need to be looking out for a potential bearish divergence, I would say. If we're going to get another push up, watch out for that 786. Watch out for something like this. Watch out for something like this, you know, coming in there at that $104,000 level. Can you believe 104,000? I trip over saying it, 104,000. It just doesn't seem right. But yes, guys, we live in a reality right now where Bitcoin is over $100,000. Baby, absolutely insane and amazing. All right. Absolutely insane and amazing. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So that is what we need to be aware of. One more bullish thing I do want to point out here is the fact that we did get a breakout and a retest of our POC here, right? You see how we came up to the POC, we got the dip, then we got the breakout and the retest, and then boom, right? Big move to the upside now. And not only did we break above the POC of the range, but we also have changed market structure here where we've, at least for now, on the 4-hour time frame, got a really strong 4-hour bullish close above these previous highs and above the value area high of the range, right? So if someone put a gun to my head and said upside or downside more probable, I would have to say upside is more probable based on our market structure, based on our confirmations. But if someone put a gun to my head and said long or short, that's a toughie, all right? That's a real toughie. Because I'll be honest with you, at this moment right here, we're at macro resistance. I would have to be looking for shorts, man. But that's just my own style of trading, right? Even though I think upside is more probable, I don't have a long entry right now. So where would I actually be looking for a long entry? Well, I would say, when in doubt, pull it out. When in doubt, pull it out and talk about the dang fib, right? When in doubt, pull it out, talk about the dang fib. Right now, I'd say our major area of support, if we get a little bit of a pullback, is going to be right here between 97.4 and 98.5. And the reason for that is because we would be coming back down to backtest the value area high of this old range that we're in, right? Plus the golden pocket, plus the 786. And so, if I was looking for a long trade right now, I would say, well, let's get a little bit of a pullback from this area and then look to long a higher low, right? As opposed to where we're at right now, it's like, for me, it's like, obviously I'm looking for shorts around the area. I mean, I'm in a short from the area, right? You don't want to get malaria from the area, but I did take a little short from the area because it is key resistance, right? When we're at key resistance, I can't help myself, man. So let's take a look at the order flow real quick and let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing really too much happening. Decrease of open interest, all that kind of stuff. Decrease of CVD. Let's put on net longs, net shorts. Everyone's closing out their dang trades, guys. Everyone's closing out their dang trades. So, again, if we do break and hold above 104, then I'd say 120,000 is a good target. The reason why I say that is, wow, would you look at this? Would you even look at this? Look, I don't want to get overly bullish right now, but I can't help but notice also that we do have this right here, right? The third touch of this trend line. That is pretty interesting. And we do have the confirmed hidden bullish divergence right here, all right? So confirmed hidden bull div, regular bull div on the 4-hour, 4-hour having no bearish divergence at resistance, touching a trend line. It does look pretty good for upside, right? It does look pretty good for upside. And so what we're going to do to gain our next target is we're going to go to the weekly and we are going to pull our Fibonacci trend-based extension from the low of the bear market to the high of the bull market to the low here. What the heck? Hang on. What is going on? There we go. And yeah, you could see that our next major target is going to be the 1.618 fib extension, right around 120,000, and then we're going to have our 2-to-1 right around 145-ish thousand dollars. This is going to be our next two big targets for this bull run. And look, is there a chance we could go higher? There's always a chance, guys. There's always a chance. All right. For me, I'd rather expect less and then be happily surprised with more than expect more and be unpleasantly surprised with less, all right? It's kind of like, that principle kind of applies in life, Under promise, over deliver kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, is there a chance we could hit 160, 180, 250 at the 3.618? Man, if we're hitting those kind of prices, I have to say, there's probably something not good happening with the world, with the economy, with the global situation. I do have to say, it would be a little bit concerning to me if we start to see Bitcoin go that high, because it would probably mean things are not going very well for the rest of society. But hey, only time will tell. Only time will tell. But for right now, 104, that's going to be our main level. 8-hour time frame, money flow about to cross into the green like a trading machine. The 6-hour time frame, money flow just crossing from the purple into the blue. That's what she should do. 1-hour time frame, no bearish divs. 24-minute time frame, we had some bearish div-ish this morning. It's been invalidated. Money flow looking thicker than a dang milkshake from McDonald's, like the time Me and Carl from the Moon went to McDonald's in his Maserati.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
And so yeah, major shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Usama. What's the TP for the short side? Well, I've already TP'd a little here. Yeah, I've already TP'd here. I've TP'd. I took out about $4,000 of profits here at the local golden pocket here. So now I'm just gonna hold it. My two options for this trade is either I make around $4 grand or it keeps dumping. And I'm a big proponent of holding shorts. I know people don't understand it, but you have to understand the mentality, guys. Right now, I'm in multiple long trades. I have a massive spot portfolio of Bitcoin. I like to hold shorts because if we do dump, then I get to make money on the way down, and it offsets, you know, taking profits out of these longs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a form of risk management for me. If I was gonna actually have a TP on this short, we would have to do it from the fib pool. So right now we'll go back to our 1 hour time frame, and we're gonna be looking toward the value area high of this range here. All right, so right around that 98. I mean, we're gonna pull the fib, right? So let's pull the fib, low to high. Where do we pull it from? Right around this last major low here. Yeah, so yeah, like around 98, that would be an actual take profit. The back test of the top of this range here, that would be an actual take profit. But if we do come down there, I might take a little profits out. I would probably take a little profit out. We're talking about a 3% move to the downside from where we're at right now. And then here's the thing. If we lose this and we come back down to the range, I personally wouldn't take profits until 85K at least. The reason why is because, again, from a more macro perspective. Now, listen to me, you people who aren't traders. Okay, what I'm about to say is for traders. From a macro perspective, if this is a real high and this is a real lower low, this is going to be our lower high. Let's say in a situation or a hypothetical situation where this is actually a real top right up here. This circle where my cursor is going to be our lower high. Okay, which means if we are, and I'm not saying we're going to, if we're going to come down to the bottom of the range, it's going to be from this circle that I drew here. Okay, so I can be bullish, I can see all these bullish things, but if I'm going to short from what I know is macro resistance with the possibility of it being a lower high, and if I'm guaranteed to have already made a couple $1,000s on it, no matter what, even if it gets stopped out, it would behoove me to keep a portion of that position open, right? So that's why I'm not really looking to TP on it too much, right? I don't expect that we do. Looking at market Cipher B, I do expect we come higher here. If anything, maybe we do make a higher low, right? And continue up with a nice rounded bottom here. I think if we are going to get a pullback from here, it's more probable that we do make a higher low based on all things considered on market Cipher. But you know, you never know. You never know. I'm the kind of trader that trades the you never know scenarios. You know? So once Trump gets in office, every government on earth will add Bitcoin. Well, cool. I mean, that would be bullish, right? What's the TP for the short side? Shout out to Victor. Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Damien. Money flow on virtuals. You're all in. So thick, you can hold it upside down. You got to use a spoon. Shout out to Carl from the Moon. And shout out to Kanto Priwante. Why custom time frames is better for Cipher? It's better for Bitcoin. Look, if you're not trading the 12-minute and 24-minute, I don't even know what you're doing, man. Honestly, what's the probability of a CDW? It's there, man. Look, we got a CDW right up here. It's there, but let's zoom into our lower time frames. A CDW, a liquidity grab of our high that we made back here on 19 December 2024 at 7 o'clock on the 12-hour time frame. It's yeah, it's a possibility. It's a possibility where we simply just form the range here, and then whoops, and then that's actually a real possibility here. So yeah, you gotta be aware of that as well. I would be aware of that too, because we're looking at our 12-minute ticking down, tick tick tick, ticking down. You know, yeah, it could be another short opportunity here. So who knows? Maybe I'll short the bull run again live, baby. Over on BLOFIN, which is offering 10% cash back, $1,000 future bonus on BLOFIN. You know, so but I hope we don't CDW. I hope we come up a little bit higher to our $104,000 area. But maybe I'll just scoop a little profits out if we do get the CDW here. You know, I'll just scoop a little profits out in the event of that CDW right there. How about that? How about that? That makes it a little bit nicer. A little bit nicer. Right there, if you know what I mean. May God bless Lava CG. In Jesus' name. Yeah, you got to use the 12 and the 24. Shout out to Art. He says, let's go. Shout out to Crispy209. How are the chickens? They are in the snow, man. And they're doing pretty good. They're snowbirds. They're snowbirds. Negative funding fees on FEMEX. Interesting. Funding fees on FEMEX. That's what's up. Is Market Cipher B a combination of what exactly? I have no idea, and I really mean that. I have no idea, HFG. I don't know what it is. I don't know how the money flow is calculated. I don't know. They should have called the 8.6 Cecilia, and the current Corolla should be the 8.6. Don't know what you mean, but God bless you, man. Shout out to Essa Kemp. Shout out to Nigel. Hey, bro, I have a long from 98,000. What to do for TP? I mean, did you already book some profits on it, man? Because if you did, then, you know, I would just leave it. I'm also in a long from 67K. You know, I've taken a lot of profits out, and I'm just going to leave the rest. So, you're long from 98. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. 98 is much higher than 60s. Bro, I would take some partials, man. That's a nice entry. That's a really nice entry. If you're long from 98 right now, that's a nice entry, bro. So, you know, I guess you're kind of long from around here. That's a really nice entry. I mean, bro, if you can't take profits after, you know, on Bitcoin, a 3% move, I would at least take a profit one. Not financial advice, but at least realize some dang profits, right? We're here to make money. So if you can make money on the trade after a move like this, bro, if you can't take profit after a move like this, don't be greedy with it. This is not financial advice. I don't know your plan for the trade, but if I was in your exact position, I would have taken a profit one. I would have put my stop loss to my entry, and I would have, or left the stop loss somewhere where it would still be in profit, and then let it ride. And then you don't have to worry about it, you know? The next major take profit is going to be 104,000, but you got to think of it this way too. We're literally at a macro golden pocket. I mean, of the entire range. Like, we're at the golden pocket right now. This is a place to take profits, man. This is a place to take profits, you know? Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. A place to take profits. Shout out to Andy from Bitcoin Census. Shout out to OP Killer. Where's the stop loss? There is no stop loss. Shorting live is devious. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You got cooked by the fees on BLOFIN. Yeah, it's not great for scalping, but, you know, make sure to use those limit orders wherever possible. Shout out to Damien. God bless you, Damien. Shout out to Kali Stuff. Is it possible to be stable and profitable on the 1 minute? Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've done it on the 5 second, all right? I've been profitable on the 5 second. I've traded for a month on the 5 second only and ended up with being pretty dang profitable, right? I have videos about it on YouTube. But look, anything's possible, guys. But you got to be dialed in with your risk management. Whatever you're doing, you got to be dialed in with your risk management. Do I limit order and stop loss beforehand? Sometimes I do. Like, for example, this one here on ByBit, I had a limit order and a stop loss down here. I thought we were going to dip down to here. I still haven't closed it or the stop loss, so it's still open. Yeah, sometimes I do. It has to be a key level. This was a pretty key level for me, so I put it there in case I was going to be away from the chart. Didn't want to miss that. But yeah, sometimes I do, but you got to make sure if you're going to do that, that you are, like you say, using the good risk management. You know, using the good risk management. Got to give a major shout out to Fabio. May I ask you about Tevaria, a new coin on MEXC? Yeah, we'll check out Tevaria, man. Check out Tevaria. Let's check it out. Tevaria. Let's check it out. New coin on MEXC, huh? Let's see. Butthole just went live on MEXC. Did you guys see that? Saw that butthole? Went live on MEXC. Alright, well, you know, big pump. Now we're getting a bit of a correction. Let's pull a fib, low to high. You know, we're coming down to the golden pocket. Let's go down to our 4 hour. I would say this, right? I would say this. Historically, support has been around this area. Right around that 786 is historic support right there. It was our high back here a few days after listing. Our high again, and then we broke out, and now it's the golden pocket 786. So, you know, we don't have much data to go with here, but if we pull the volume, let's check it out. Value area high as well. So our next major confluence here is going to be 2.637 cents, where we have lots of intersectionality coming in on the chart. If you know what I mean. Shout out to all the fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students who love intersectionality. That's what they study these days in school. Intersectionality. That's what I studied in school. This is a picture of me after graduating in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies, and it's actually what led me into trading, because I quickly realized that no one would hire me, even though I was an expert in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies. They said I didn't have experience. I don't know. I was way smarter than them, for sure, and wiser, because, you know, when you're 20 years old and you're a major in trans, non-carbon, binary, emission, gender studies, you just know everything about the world. But anyway, I couldn't find a job, so I had to get into trading. That's how I got into trading. And it looks like we are, in fact, forming a bit of a nice bottom here. If we don't roll over and if we break out of this, I think we're going to pump, baby. All right? Coiling up for a big old pumperoni and queso. You know? So, yeah, Taveria. That's what I think about Taveria. Shout out to Fabio for the super chat. When am I buying the $7,000 plunger? Soon, bro. Soon. Soon. How could they not hire me? I know. I can't believe it. I went to college, bro. That's what I said. That's what I said when I went for the interview. I said, bro, I went to college, man. Wouldn't hire me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to Valerie. Happy New Year to you. God bless you. How do you choose your entry? Look, you gotta have a plan, man. You gotta have a plan, all right? So, for example, this trade here, you know, you gotta have a plan. You gotta know where you're looking for price to come. That's how you choose. You gotta do the technical analysis, all right? So this was the setup we gave last week in the Casper crew. This is that trade from the Casper crew at jasoncaspertrading.com if you want to join the best community with multiple instructors giving multiple live streams a day, giving you their plans and setups and all that kind of amazing stuff in the Casper crew, the best trading community in the world. But look, you have to have a plan for every trade you take, all right? Every trade you take, you've got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to get wrecked, all right? I had a good friend of mine today call me and he said, should I take all the money from my business account and put it into Bitcoin now? And I said, no, because you don't have a plan, all right? I told him you could make a lot of money doing that, but you could lose a lot of money. Shout out to MEXC, who says, I assume the gender of the interviewer, and that's what, you're right, she's. All right, didn't have enough pronouns. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, you gotta have a plan in advance for your trade. All right, you gotta have a plan in advance for every trade you take. You gotta have a plan, otherwise you're gonna get wrecked. All right, I would like to take a look at some other coins here. I really would like to take a look at some other coins. I want to take a look at ETH and all that. I do want to take a look at ETH. Can we pump out of here, though? Can we pump out of here? Can Bitcoin pump? Yeah, can we pump out of here? Bitcoin, can we pump out of here? Sit back, spit it in your ear. Bitcoin, can we pump it from here? I said, can we pump it from here? Sit back and relax while I spit in your ear. I said, yeah, can we pump from here? You gotta sit back, relax, listen, check it out. Hey yo, my man asked how you plan for the entries. Jay Casper driving in the Bentley. Hopefully, we only pay the rently, making all the profits. Whoops, got the deadly, cause we Getting to the crash, making cash every single day. Don't you know the price goes so fast? Gotta have a plan in advance when you're trying to trade. Otherwise you outside digging with the spades in the dirt. You get it on your shirt, you fall down hard and you get hurt. Then you get the water pistol, pump it up and squirt, cause you know we bout to blast off blast doors, hydro pump and work. It's worth it if you're gonna trade every single day, making profits in spades. Come to the charts, eating from the trays. Don't you know I only give it to you straight, I never give it to you gay, Jay. Looking kinda muddy, like trans, carbon, binary, emission, gender studies. Back in college I was looking like this. People asking me, Jay, what bathroom do you piss in? Is it the girls or the boys? And if you're feeling bullish, baby, let me hear you make some noise. Bitcoin, we're playing like we play with toys. Outside and you know we only make a choice to go long and we never go short. Up only, about to get hort, never short in the golden bull run. If you do, you'll lose money, it's not so fun. But you always gotta have a plan in advance when you're taking trades. Otherwise you will be losing for the days. So come to the chart, do your analysis. Bitcoin price on that dialysis, cause you know the kidney's looking weak. When you eat too much protein, you got it on fleek. Gotta pull the fib, the low to high. The girl's so fine, you know you want to make her mine. Because if we come down to the GP, get the retest between you and me. After the big pump, we get a retest to the support resistance flip, how we do it best. This is how you make the plan. Sit back, relax, even if you're not stand. You gotta plan the stop loss, how much will you risk? Then you hit the target, if we start to piss. Piss means blasting up like we're going to the bathroom. Bitcoin about to turn like a vacuum. Turn it up with the crumbs on the carpet. The Bitcoin price, you know she's going far. And we got the rug, got the tiles up in the kitchen. Got the linoleum, good finger licking. Got the sticky caramel up on the floor. Those who know the Bitcoin price about to blast right through the front door. Coming up, coming down, all around. Hear the sound through the town. Got the frown, never smiling like a clown, because we got the rainbow wig. The Bitcoin price is about to pump big, don't you know? Going to 120k, maybe 140 by the end of the day. Sit back, relax, listen to what I say. We're coming to the GP, the golden pocket AA6 Juanita rejected me in high school. Said, Jason, you are such a fool. I will never date you, but I'll only date SBF. He's the kind of guy that I like the best. Yeah, party on the left, business on the right. Uneven man boobs, we do it all night. You know he got the fat on the left. What's up with the right man boob chest? He only does decline, bench up, press. In the gym, eating all the good blessed. Like the chicken and the broccoli and rice. The Bitcoin price is about to do it nice. Yeah, we got the bro food coming out the door. In the gym and we're coming back for more. You gotta lift heavy weights about 3 times a week. Eat all the calories coming in on fleek. Keep the carbs nice and complex and simple. Bitcoin about to pop like a pimple. Squat, deadlift, and press, that's the way. The Bitcoin price to live to trade another day. Yeah, now we do it again. The Bitcoin hanging outside with all her good friends as we're driving through the town in our new Mercedes Benz. Next thing you know, we're talking like the Wentz, and the candles turning blue and then the candles turning purple. And the Bitcoin price is so dang delusional, got me in circles. And you know I like to drink this slushy slurp, yo. Don't you know I got the gas, I got a burp, yo. All right, we got to give some shout outs to our super chats. Shout out to Boys102. Can we check out Aerodrome? Yeah, we'll check out Aerodrome, my man. We'll do it just for you, bro. Then we'll take a look at ETH. All right. We did look at Aerodrome a little bit in the past, so here's what I got to say about it. Major support is coming in at 1.21 cents down to around 89 cents. If I was looking for a spot position on this, this is what I would look for. Major breakout and retest zone. Is there a chance that we are bottomed out? There is a chance. Money flow coming down. We got a giant scroll case coming in. We got a scroll case coming in the room over here. Shout out to Big West 28. A nice wooden Toro scroll box under the Toro table out there. Nice. Yeah, I'd say, look, this would be major support. as long as we're under value area high of this mini range, that is going to be our support, okay? If we come above the value area high, then we could look maybe for something like this, right? The inverted head and shoulders pattern. But until then, I'd say this is definitely my target to buy, but then take profits. The 1-to-1 fib extension is coming in at 11 bucks. It's an 800% move to the upside. Now, again, I'm not a fundamentals guy, so I don't know what aerodrome is, all right? As long as it doesn't have anything to do with adrenochrome, I think we're good. But if it does have to do with adrenochrome, I mean, look, a lot of people want to buy that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they live a long time to buy it too. So, but look, yeah, those would be my targets, all right? Major shout to our super chat in the house, Sun West. Hey, yo, Jason, can you look at ARCHAM? Yeah, we'll look at the ARCHAM chart. Let's look at the ARCHAM chart, baby. Man, God bless everybody in here. May the Lord bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending the time to watch the dang channel, man. I really appreciate it, you know? These streams are only good because of y'all. All right, they're only good because of y'all. Shout out to Pedro. He says, hey, Jay. Yo, Jay, give it to me straight. Yo, I'm going to give it to you straight, Pedro. All right, I'm going to give it to you straight. I never give it to you gay. All right, here we go. So this is just in pure consolidation. A sideways range. And let's see what we got going on here. Let's pull a fib from the low to the high. So look. Obviously, I would say this is going to be a major buy zone. Like for DCA, if you're bullish on this, you know, I would say it looks like our low is in here. Beautiful bottom. You know, we have bullish divs. If we don't include the wicks, we have very nice low here. Change of structure. Now we're back testing into the golden pocket. And so for these altcoins, we do want to allow the retrace to come down to the 886. And I can't say exactly where this is going to go because, you know, I don't know. But if it's going to pump and break out, which it looks like it will, we could probably get a few 100%. Then, you know, we've gotten a change, we've gotten a change of structure here in a back test. So it looks kind of good on the chart. All right. Ethereum check. Yes, let's do the Ethereum check. Giveaway incoming. I don't know. Like, could we do a giveaway? We'll see how the day goes, honestly. We'll see how the day goes. I got to give a major shout out to Tom Crown, by the way. Tom Crown, what's going on, bro? Tom Crown is my audio engineer. All right, he's going to help me with my audio. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really mean that, Tom Crown. No pressure, bro. Shout out to Tom Crown. Make sure to go subscribe. Shout out to DJ. Yeah, seriously. Shout out to my man, Oscar Ramos. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Oscar Ramos, you got to go subscribe to my man, Oscar Ramos on YouTube, all right? You got to go subscribe. I like his content. I like his channel. I like the vibes. All right, sometimes he even plays that 80s synthwave music that I play, all right? But I don't think he does it too much anymore because, right, you've been getting copyright hit for that, haven't you, Oscar? I've been getting copyright hit for that. Go check him out, Oscar Ramos, man. He trades. He's not like a day trader like we are, but he's an altcoin. Mostly, he's into altcoins and buying stuff and looking for the fundamentals and all that kind of stuff, right? So go check him out, all right, to diversify your YouTube subscriber. And shout out to HFG, shout out to Gunmetal, shout out to Bar Brothers Germany, shout out to Mr. Crown again. And yeah, let's take a quick look actually at what's my percent price target if ICP becomes deflationary. Well, if it does become deflationary, it's going to pump like crazy, all right? I don't have a target for it, but thank you for the super chat. I don't have an exact target for it. Let's see. We're going to look at ETH. Let's check out ETH. All right, so this was our plan for ETH, right? Which, again, this is a major, here's the thing, and I've been saying this the whole time. There was a chance that the low is in here. We've changed market structure. We're holding above POC. There is a chance that the low is in, and if that's the case, then this is the play. I mean, honestly, or you could even say stop below the lows from last week, right? And because there is a chance that this is our higher low here, right? But if this is not the low, then this is the play. This is the play for the end of the bull market, where we do come down to 2,500 to 3,000 in this zone, right? that is going to be the last big, if we get it, the last big play of the bull market. And I kind of hope we get it, guys. I kind of hope we get it. I don't know if we're gonna, but I hope we do. And I got to give a major shout out to my finger here because oh man, I hurt it. I hurt my fingers, guys. See that? Ouch, man. That hurt. That hurt. And it hurts right now. It hurts right now. It hurts right now, man. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at for ETH. And if we zoom in a little bit on ETH, let's zoom in a little bit on ETH. This is the 1 hour time frame here. The only other thing we can do, guys, is pull our fib. So we'll pull our fib from low to high. And we can see now, if we do happen to get not a big pullback, but we make another higher low, then we are looking at the $3,350 area where we have massive amounts of intersectionality at the golden pocket, the point of control, and the just the back test, right, of major support resistance. I mean, this is such a massive zone right here that if we do something like this, let's say, that's going to be a nice place to look for the long as well on Ethereum. Now, ETH is coming up just like Bitcoin is to a very key area. We're going to go ahead and pull our fib from the high to the low. And once again, we are coming up to the two sisters of decision, right? The two females from high school that would never date us. 6 Juanita, the 618 fib, and her older sister, the 786 fib. And so ETH is also at a make it or break it zone right here. If ETH can come and hold above this, we have to understand the gravity of this chart. If ETH can hold above our value area high at right around 3,950, then I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna see 5,500 very soon, because of this massive trend line going all the way back to November 2021, right? We got 3 years of price action, a 3-year trend line. So again, an opportunity for a long on ETH is a breakout and a retest. That's going to be the next opportunity if we don't get more pullback. I'd say there's 3 opportunities to get into ETH. The first opportunity is the breakout and the pullback. The second opportunity is coming down to the $3,000 level. The third opportunity is a little bit more risky, but it's trying to get in now. The reason why I say risk, it's not really risky if you're like low leverage or whatever, but if you're leverage trading, it's risky because we're technically in the middle of nowhere, right? We're at resistance. We bounced from support, but the support is much farther away from us than the resistance is. So, you know, getting in now is like you're getting in at resistance. I'd rather wait for a break and a retest on Ethereum, if you know what I'm saying. Not a crypto, but can we look at Baba? Hype in the chat. Shout out to SoFlo Mick. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we could look at Baba. But before we do, guys, all right, I've got to take a pee, all right? I drank a lot of water today. My throat was dry. So give me 1 second, all right? We'll take a pee. We'll take a pee together, all right? Make sure to like the stream while the pee stream is streaming. All right, we're back, baby. We took a pee. You know, hope you guys liked the stream. We're gonna take a look at Baba. Baba. It's not a crypto. Alibaba. Did you guys ever do some Amazon drop shipping with stuff from Alibaba? You know, remember that when that was a thing to do? Super lucrative back in the day. All right, so let's take a look here. What do we see? I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what I see. I see a nice bottom right here on Alibaba. I like this low. The reason I like the low is because market Cipher B getting higher as the momentum waves, money flow getting higher as the price is getting lower, giving us that juicy uneven butt cheek pattern. Juicy on the left, skinny on the right. You know what I'm saying? Dolores at the diner coming out with your coffee. Hey Jason, how you doing? You know, she talks like this. Jason, you're looking skinny, hun. You losing weight, Jason? You know, she always makes you feel skinny. You know, she always really does hurt the self-esteem, right? Because you're trying to bulk, right? You're at the gym trying to bulk. She says you're looking skinny. Anyway, we performed a nice low, and then we actually have a breakout and a retest here of this trend line. We're going to go ahead and pull our fib from low to high, and we're coming down to the golden pocket 786 zone. Weekly money flow is crossing from purple into blue, about to print a trigger wave here. I'd say it looks pretty dang bullish to me, right? I'd say it looks pretty bullish, man. Let's go ahead and pull our fibs. Let's see. I mean, we got ourselves a nice, if we're gonna hit that historic high, we got ourselves a 5-to-1 here, even with the stop under the low. That's a 5-to-1. Assuming we put the stop under this low, that's a 7-to-1. But down here is a 5-to-1. You know, it looks bullish to me, I'm not gonna lie. I like the money flow, I like the trigger wave, I like this break of momentum, right? We were in a downtrend of momentum here on market Cipher B, and we've officially really broke out of that, along with the break of the trend line. We got a bullish div. We have a nice bullish div. We haven't made a higher high yet, but it is a sign of strength to break out of this resistance and get the back test, all right? That is. Shout out to J Bobo. She says, "Don't y'all know the more expensive your setup is, the better person." Come on, guys, come on. You guys are funny, man. All right, I got to give a big shout to Sam Price. All right, I love Sam Price. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. All right, we had a little Twitter drama. Look, it's all in good. It's all in good fun. All right, it's all in good fun. Can we look at Cotty? Yeah, we could look at Cotty. We could take a quick look at Cotty. Absolutely, take a quick look at Cotty. I was hoping we get a big move on Bitcoin today, but it looks like we're not. It looks like we're not. It looks like we're not getting. It looks like we're not getting a big move. All right, so here's the thing: we're getting a bounce from the golden pocket 786 zone right here. I don't know what this is even for. It's been a long time since we looked at Cotty. Let's go to a big time frame. We'll start out on the weekly. Alright, we'll start out on the weekly. So, Cotty has a nice bull div change of structure. Looks beautiful. Alright, looks beautiful bottom here. Bouncing from the 886. Absolutely beautiful. This looks like another really nice bottom. Alright. We've got bottoms on bottoms. Bull divs here. Bull divs here. Bull divs here. Looks really good. Looks like we're about to get another green dot on the weekly. We came to back down to back test, key support resistance flip, confluence with the Fibonacci golden pocket. So yeah, I'd say it looks good. I'd say, so long as we don't lose the 886, this is a significant bottom. And this is not the best risk to reward right now, but assuming an actual breakout and another higher high, let's go ahead and use our trend-based Fibonacci, acquire some targets. All right, our 1-to-1 fib extension is going to be right around here. That's not the best risk to reward. You know, you could say maybe if you put your invalidation here. The only reason I don't want to do that is because we see a lot of these back tests the 886, right? So it was safer to put the invalidation down there. It's still almost 3-to-1, coming up to around 31 cents. If we hit our 1.618, that's almost a 5-to-1. That's pretty good. And assuming we hit our 2-to-1, that's a 6-to-1 risk reward. All right, we'll take it off log scale so we can see a little bit better. But, our 2-to-1 fib extension, around 50 cents, give or take. Our 1.618, around 46 cents. Our 1-to-1, around 31 cents. In general, looks pretty good. And again, the reason why I say stop loss below the 886 is because, if we get a deeper retracement here, we don't want to get stopped out of our idea because the market structure does look pretty good. So I would have to give my invalidation down below the 886 there. All right. Did you ever use the Fibonacci tool from Lux Algo? I never have personally, but if you have, Let us know in the chat. All right. You're about to buy the Dolores mug. Oh man, that's so funny. So the other day, you know, my grandpa was over my house. Shout out to my grandpa. He's 97, and my mom gave him a cup of coffee and in the Dolores mug. And I said, look at your mug, man. What's up with that girl's butt? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, look at her butt cheeks. Like, there aren't even. He's like, oh yeah, what's that about? And I tried to explain. I'm like, oh, that's Dolores. You don't know about Dolores? He's like, no. Who's Dolores? Oh, you know that waitress with the Brooklyn accent? You know, she talks like this. He didn't really know who I was talking about, but he thought it was an interesting picture. Can you buy these? I think you can buy these, right? On the merch store? Yeah, look, you could buy a Dolores mug. You could buy a Casper True hat. You could buy a Dolores shirt. I mean, hey, who doesn't want to walk around with Dolores on their shirt, man? You know? Or Dolores on the back of their hoodie, honestly. Man. Sheesh. Yeah, look at that stuff. Alright, let's see if we can't get a big pump out or a big push out. Did I drink too much water or not enough lemon water? I drank too much water, Dougal Dog. I drank too much actual water. Look, Sam Price is the man, guys. He wasn't really hating on my setup, but here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. Sam, I appreciate him. Look, he's done really well for himself in life, right? I'm just not into material things. Like, that's not my personality, all right? I like my crappy setup. I really like it. I don't care how much money I have. I'm never gonna like change my lifestyle about it, all right? I'm never gonna change my lifestyle because I have a lot of money. I like, and I've always liked, the concept of making money with like minimal setups. I've always done that. I've been a business owner. I've been an actual CEO of businesses since I was 22. I've been in business for myself literally since I was 13, all right? You know, hustling and stuff, not drugs. But I always liked the concept of being able to make money from wherever. Laptop, phone. I used to do SEO work, and I did it, you know, just lying there on the couch with my laptop, man. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Also, I'm a man of the earth. I like to work hard outside. I'm not ever gonna have a fancy setup. I'm not gonna have a fancy car. I'm not gonna have a fancy clothes, fancy watch, none of that stuff. I'm never gonna have that. It's just not who I am. All right. I appreciate Sam. He puts a lot of quality into his streams. All right. He works really hard at what he does. He works really hard for all you guys, and he puts in the quality. Right. So I understand where he's coming from. All right. So it's just a different mentality. It's just a different mentality. Don't get yourself water poisoning. I know, right? Look, I do drink a lot of water, and you know, you got to build up a tolerance to it. I hope we get a big pump. Let's check out order flow quick and see what's happening. Decrease of OI, Monday price action. Man, one of these days, guys, we're gonna have an epic stream. I wish we were streaming this morning live on YouTube. We were doing a VIP stream this morning. That was cool. We have some slight bullish CVD actually coming in here. You can see we've got about 55 down to about 51. So that's like maybe about 4 million shorts being absorbed at these lows here. Nothing too significant, but very slight increase of CVD, very slight increase of open interest there. So let's see. Let's see if we can't get that big push. If we can't get that big push. Let's check out some other stuff. Let's check out the S&P 500. All right, so I remember when Jerome Powell came out, we had the breakdown from the wedge. and now we're just kind of ranging. This is kind of like we have yet to come back inside. Not much has happened in the past few days on SPX. We're pretty much right where we were on Wednesday, the 18th of December. Check out the dollar. The dollar's had significant rise and gave it all back. Check out gold. All right, gold is holding at support, which is nice. Nice key support on gold is that $2,500 zone there. It's key support. Let's check out our weekly on gold. Weekly looks actually pretty good for gold, I'll be honest. If we can get that that weekly trigger wave to print here, tight on the 0 line, it could give us another big push up on gold. Let's go to the 4-day. 4-day looks like pretty good. Let's check out our 3-day. 3 days like you know, I don't like the it was the daily. Yeah. It's looking iffy. It's not looking that juicy. It's looking a little bit iffy. SPX more of a parallel channel. Let's check it. Let's check it. Shout out to Monkey Euphoria. You don't make tons of wealth spending on unimportant things. Yeah, I'm a big feeler of that as well. Like, that's the same. I don't even pay an electric bill on my farm. You know, I don't even pay an electric bill. Don't pay a water bill, don't pay an electric bill. Don't pay a mortgage, don't pay a car payment. I have no debt. And I know that goes against the rich dad, poor dad mentality of you gotta leverage the debt, you know, own a house, be in debt, make money off the house while you're in debt, and then you could sell the house at any time. Like, I get all that stuff, but I'm not that kind of guy, man. I don't want to be in debt. All right, the fecal matter comes into contact with the revolving apparatus. I don't want to owe anybody anything. I don't want to owe anybody anything. You know, it's to the best of my abilities. That was my #1 goal always, to get out of debt. I'll never forget the day I paid off all my debts. It's like a huge weight off, man. Whew. A huge weight off. All right, Jasmine coin is ripping. Jasmine coin. Oh, shout out to Pedro. We want to look at Hive. All right, we'll look at Hive. All right, so we had on Jasmine, there were 2 supports we were looking at. You know, I guess we're technically bouncing from it. We're technically bouncing from it right now. You know, if this was our low, we said this was going to be our back test here. And we did bounce from the back test. So we're bouncing from our back test right now. Yeah. Let's put it back on log scale. All right, the 3-day looks kind of good, actually. The 3-day looks pretty good. I think we could get more upside from here, but definitely the entry would have had to have been this back test here, which we already bounced from. But assuming that more upside's coming, you know, we would put our stop below that low. It's a well, let's say that we shoot for the highs now. This next high. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio, honestly. Assuming that our low is in here. It's actually a pretty good risk to reward ratio. The 3-day looks good. The 5-day looks good. Here's the thing though. We need to assume that the low is in, obviously, because this could easily turn out not so bullish. So we have to assume that we put in our low and we got our actual back test, and now the higher low is in. That's the whole idea behind this setup here, is that the low is in. And we're risking 1 to make 25. That's really good. Risking 1% to make 25%, that's really good. All right, that's really good. All right, got to give a major shout out to our man Pedro. Could you TA Hive? Yes, we'll TA Hive. Hive. Like a beehive. I love me some raw honey, man. Raw honey, that'll get you through the toughest workouts. You got another set of squats, heavy sets of 10. Take some honey. Some deep breathing, some honey. Wow, look at this beautiful wick on Hive. Bounced right from the 786 here. Wow, that's gorgeous. So Hive, I have to say, really nice looking low here. Really nice change of structure here. Let's go ahead and pull our fib from the last low to current high. And let's pull the volume. This is the weekly time frame. Oh man. Yeah, so right now, Hive, really good support is going to be the back test here of our value area high and golden pocket zone. Right, that's going to be our major support resistance flip as well, right around there. So I would definitely be looking there. It looks really nice. We've got bullish divergences coming in here on the daily. We got a money flow cross here. Looks pretty good to me. And then, you know, this is bullish market structure, so we would assume that we would make a higher high. So from where we're at right now, our previous high is 500% to the upside. We make a higher high there. Let's pull some fib targets there. I mean, our 1-to-1, $3.50. Our 2-to-1 is right around $7. That's crazy. 1.618 coming in around $5. Yeah, so I'd say $3.50 is a good target to have here. A good target to have. Bitcoin pump. Let's check it out. Yeah, she's pumping, man. She's pumping. All right. Let's see if we get stopped out of the short. Bitcoin's pumping. Let's see if we don't hit some of these take profits here. Let's see if we can't hit some of these TPs, baby. Did I hear about Butthole Coin? Shout out to Daily Glimpse of the Internet. Yeah, in fact, I heard about it for the first time last night. I got a notification. I was talking to my dad on the phone. I said, hey, I just got a notification. Butthole. Live on MEXC, baby. My dad said, you better get yourself a butthole, Jason. So I did. Bought a little butthole. Yeah, I heard a butthole, man. I heard a butthole. Let's check out Butthole. Man, she's pumping too. She is pumping. You know, can't stop that butthole from pumping, you know. All right, let's check out our... What the heck? What has the world come to, guys? People trading butthole on the internet from treadmills. Okay, yeah, so right now, it's pretty obvious that major support is going to be the value area high. Coming down to around 5 cents. It's going to be a major support resistance flip. If we do get a back test support resistance flip of this area, that's where I would be looking to get me some extra butthole. We do have some bear divs coming in here, so that's going to be key support right there. That's going to be key support. Let's check out the volume of the rise. Wow. Wow. What a crazy shifted volume on all this, you know? Yeah. So just in general, just remember that a lot of these coins, in the retest, we have to give room for the 886. So like DCA zone would have to be between this 618 and the 886. Lately, that's just where these coins were traced to. So this would be like a, if you're looking to get really some butthole, this would be the butthole zone right here. Here's the butthole zone. The BHZ. The BHZ. Shout out to your average crypto bro. Yeah, we could look at that, all right? We could look at that coin too. We're gonna look at Rooster Coin, all right? We'll look at Rooster Coin for our average crypto bro. Guys, what the heck, man? This is like legit top signals on society right here. All right. I actually don't see cock coin here. I don't see it. You mean Cook? Is it Cook? Your average crypto bro? Shout out to Alexo Crypto. They make these coins to embarrass us. Yeah, but you know, some people, I guess some people make out good on the butthole, honestly. Still more legit than fiat. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. All right, Bitcoin's starting to get a move, baby. All right, it's... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry, your average crypto bro. Major shout out to your average crypto bro. It's on AVAX. Man, you guys are into some crazy stuff. I do have to say that technically speaking, you could consider this a bullish div here, right? Technically speaking, on the weekly. Bouncing from the 886, 786, 886. Bullish div on the daily too. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Like, looks pretty good. We have a nice low, change of structure, a back test into key fib supports. You know, it looks pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it make a higher high, come up right now to our next resistance. It's going to be right around here, like 135% move to the upside. Our next major support resistance flip from right around here. You know, our high, our low, our high. Wouldn't surprise me. Shout out to Alexo Crypto. Guys, make sure to go subscribe to Alexo Crypto. Alright, dude has a really good YouTube channel. He has a super professional setup, by the way. It's like an $8,000 computer to stream on. Alright, the best money can buy. Really? There's something called the HIV coin? HIV is a coin? Oh my goodness. I show you, I eat 5,000 calories a day and take D-ball. Is it safe to say I'm a big crypto holder? Well, how much do you weigh, bro? You know, I don't know. Like, for all I know, that's Photoshop bicep right there. You know? I don't know. It could be green screen, you know what I'm saying? Could be AI, like my own stream. So, I don't know. Shout out to Zen. Are we shorting yet? Well, I'm in a little bit of a short on Bitcoin. It's in the red. So yeah, let's see what happens, you know. I'm a little bit of in the red short here. I've already locked in 4 grand on the trade. I've already locked in 4 grand on the trade. So if I get stopped out, I will lose 200 bucks of that 4,000. So it'll be like a little bit less than 4K if I get stopped out. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens. We're also in this juicy long from the setup given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord at jasoncaspertrading.com to join the best trading community in the world. Man. But yeah, let's see what happens. And you know, I'm still in the short too, guys, from 108. So you know me, Mr. Schlong himself. We have CVD bear divs. Interesting. Interesting. think one more high and then a dump. That makes sense. We do have that. We do have Zen. We do have that. This CDW, this liquidity grab right here. At least on MEXC, it's at 102.733. So that could be the place where we do dump from. I do have to be honest with you though, bro. And everybody here, I try to always be honest. Things are looking not so bearish, like, honestly. Like, things are really not looking that bearish. Shout out to Rodrigo. Please take a look at SNX. The chart looks good. Alright, we'll take a look at SNX. Chart looks good, huh? Yeah, chart looks really good, actually. Chart looks so good. We have a really nice low here. Really nice bullish div. Money flow momentum. Absolutely beautiful. We just haven't made a higher high, but... Well, we did make a little bit of a higher high here. Let's go ahead and pull our fib. Looks good, man. Looks pretty good. I'd say that, you know, we want to be aware of the 886 retracement, but it does look pretty good. It's a really good risk to reward, even just coming up to that high. Let's go ahead and pull our fib, high to low. I mean, yeah, 17 to 1 risk reward right here. It does look really good, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously nothing's guaranteed, but it does look really good. It looks really bullish right now. I really like what we've seen. Obviously, we're kind of knife catching in a sense that we have yet to take out this high. Like, we haven't actually started forming bullish market structure, so we're front running bullish market structure. But the weekly bull divs. Ah, stopped out just to yeah, look at that. Did we get the CD dub? $3,900 profit there. All right. Oh well. It was a good run, guys. It was a good run. By the way, BLOFIN, 10% cash back if you sign up with the link. $1,000 future bonus. Chance to win all these prizes depending on how much volume you trade. Yeah, so let's check out the Bitcoin chart again here. I do want to put our alert at this next liquidity grab. Gonna set an alert up there. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. Let's check out the order flow. Okay, we don't have bearish CVD. We have a little bit of bullish CVD, just nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. When's my trading course coming out? It's coming out soon, man. So I will start releasing videos in January. Actually, I don't know if I'll release them in January. I'm already working on the course. All right, I just need a few things in order before I release it. All right, maybe the cleaning lady will come clean house. Maybe, man. I love when the cleaning lady comes. Yeah, no? Alright. Well, now that I'm stopped out, we're probably going to dump like a wild lady in distress. So, let's see what happened there. Yeah, we're probably going to dump like a wild lady in distress, man. Well, whatever, man. You know, I already made my money. You got on BLOFIN? Nice, man. Alright, guys. Well, look. I got stopped out in a drop, says Yoel. Yeah, man. I mean, that's life, right, bro? That's life. But guys, I'm gonna head out, man. It's been a good stream, hour and a half. Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lord willing, we're still long and strong tomorrow, guys. May Jesus bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.